Hello everyone, I'm Matthew Wrightson and I'll be a commentator for the ORT today. This is Division 2, I think it is. I'm gonna wait for a few people now. The reason I'm here, because I got called up, so I can get a job quickly, do it.
Kilometer circuit in length, and that is 3.6 miles if you want to do the conversion right there. 26 laps.
So we're gonna get the session underway shortly.
And of course, you could go side by side through maggots and
So the session is starting. So, this is the ORT Tier 2 event at the British Grand Prix. I'll get this session underway. Hopefully no technical difficulties. We're just loading in. Sunset around Silverstone. What the qualifiers has begun. Something a little bit like those lights.
They came close 5 times, 1978, 1980, 81, 85 and 1997. Ferrari are the only team to have raced every single season of Formula
Oh, we are actually beginning now.
The inaugural World Drivers' Championship was held in 1950 during the 4th season of F1. Giuseppe Farina, who was driving for Alfa Romeo, took the championship after winning 3 of the 7 races held that season. Juan Manuel Fangio also took 3 victories, but lost out points after having retired from the other 3 races he entered.
Nobody's heading out on the track just yet. Oh, yep, someone. We have TFRK. For you guys who don't know me, I am a PSF2 commentator in ERO as well. And I recently got called for this job to be a commentator at ORT, so it's been a pleasure to join you all. I've been commentating for the past 3 months now, so I might get myself a good hand of it. Anyway, heading towards now towards left field. Towards the corner, heading towards cops. Also, we got some people. We've got Swidovac. Okay. Just warming up the tyres steadily. One second, sorry about that. Sorry everyone, I just have to have a shower. Anyway, I'm back now. We have Philip on pole position, the ELO driver. really good lap from him. Let's have a look at Loopy. Somehow hasn't even set a lap yet. Oh. It's a bit hard to complete the final ones in this Sunsetty Silverstone Grand Prix. And we haven't seen lap from Hannah. I know. Sorry. Whereas Hannah's probably lap very slowly. Even left and right and everywhere on the straight. And his teammate off Fantomini. And Hammer's now on the way to do the lap. Sorry about that everyone, I just have to have a clean up. Anyway, he's on board with Hammer to go for the first final lap of the day. Well, not the last. And he's go fat up for the turn one, backs off there a little bit on a lower gear. And towards now towards club. And the farmhouse heading towards the back straight. And he's also straight now, well famously the set time is 27.4 heading towards the love field. And we're heading towards Cops. Towards the left right hander, Magnuson, Beckett's Cop, Vale and Chapel. And he goes on again, 102.5, not too bad. Well, there's a little bit of traffic right ahead of him. It's his teammate. Quickly moved out of the way there. That was clearly dangerous stuff there from his teammates. Foxing with him a little tour. So I'm trying to find another 2 tenths. And he's heading towards the line now. Set the time to go to P8 with a 25.938. Who's on a lap? That's on a lap is 2 tenths up. Running towards Philadelphia at an encouraging pace. It was Magnet Beckett's with Nassim. Quite decent speed from there, and he's also still 2 tenths up, which is quite good. He could contest himself for pole position here to beat Fowles or Philly from either. And you see now heading towards the final corner. Hope nobody impedes the lap. And that's goes faster though, 125.429. See if Philly's got to respond. Meanwhile we've got Loopy on another lap again. And towards the other thing. As Swiatek is the fastest with 125.426, 3 thousandths between those two. As the Alpine of Loopy getting towards the final few corners. Yeah, heading towards the line at a very, very quick pace. Goes to second fastest at the exact same time between him and Swidek. That was incredible. I have never seen that before in my entire commentating career. But of course, Swidek's go fast can fill this at a response. Only by 3 thousandths though. Let's see how YOLO is doing. I'm lucky he's about to finish the lap. Trying to find a couple of thousandths with it, and he goes faster to 25.177. We'll see now if YOLO 3 heads up and possibly heading to level 25 threes. Keeps it clean towards there, and it was the final few corners. Can he actually challenge for Lockie? He's 25.177. Let's see what time he does. He goes second for the 25.238. Impressive lap from him. Not quite close enough for transfer for position. Okay, he's on the in lap. So Martins, sorry about the infights. Zoom out Mark. It's on a lap. Oh, a little bit right there, a little bit shaky. 7 tenths down, that's an awful first sector for him. Into a small towards cops. For the reasonable speed, can he actually find another 7 tenths through there? Oh, he's made an error there, he's lost it there. Cuts track. We have Mark out of the qualifying session. Onto the final moments of the qualified session. Blocky gone pole. So we can sway the deck. Can actually try and challenge for the pole position time. Offering the trying to slow the Robin task as much as possible. I see Muffin, the first of the fast lot. And see now Muffin now starting their final lap of their qualifying session. 25.5 for them to beat. Can they actually do it? They're heading towards turns 2 and 3 and 4. Then towards now to Wellington Straits with Muffin. There was opening there. See how much time do to about 2,000 stuff, which is not too bad. And so you go quick a lot behind them. We've got Philly 4,000 up. Philly is 4,000 up. Muffin is also improving. And towards Cops. At a very high speed, can he actually challenge himself for pole position for 25.177? And towards Maxim Beckett, Chaplin fail at a very quick speed. Succession, has he lost time for a day? He's up by 6,500, 600s there. Still keeping it very quick, they're heading towards the very fast right hander heading towards the final few corners. Can he actually make something magical here to surprise to everyone else of us? Can he actually see what time he does? He goes to P6 for 25.432. We need to pay attention. Philly is third fastest. Let's see what Sweden can do. He's a 10th up. Sweden is a 10th up, can actually challenge himself for pole position at the British Grand Prix of the ORT season. Let's see what he can do. And he goes third fastest for 25.244, 8,000 off. 6,000 off second place. What about Loopy? He's a couple attempts down. And also Magnus and Beckett. I was lucky he's lost to through it for the fast test. It's going to slow them down purposely. That's causing Godo to back off. But not Loopy though. Loopy's still on the charge. And even towards the final corner. Let's see Loopy stays P7. That's quite a fun end. Got a bit lucky, he's on pole position. Don't know a while. And he goes across the line to finish off his good lap. So we are qualified standing south. We've got Lockheed on pole, Duncan second, Yolo third, Swedek fourth, Nassim fifth, Philip sixth, Lupin seventh, Muffin eighth, Siep ninth, Hammer 10th, Stefford 11th, Phantom Yona 12th, Mark 13th, K 14th, Yay 15th, and Sed 16th. What a good qualifying session that was. And now we're going to load into the base. It looks a bit overcast, weather. Get the Coventry move track. Overloading it now, waiting for the P players to select Waiting for the spot of 16, lucky 16 drivers to select the tyres. Good luck into the race soon. My internet may be a bit dodgy, so apologies for that. We're going to head towards onto 5 red lights for the British Grand Prix of ORT. It's lights out and away we go with Lockie having a nice little decent start there. We see Duncan is having a slightly slower start than him, who wants to turn on. Everyone keeping it clean through there, which is nice to see. And towards now towards a bunch of slower corners, which you'll see a little bit of a slide behind. So for a good start for Lockie, and Duncan can go to the nose, escaping from the top from everyone else. And towards now towards Luffield. I'm lucky for the very first time today. Lockie is preserving their ERS mode, which is quite common for him. Oh no, he's not. But you get a flat behind him, got a Hass of Devonshire, which has been spun around and got damage to his car. That's made him fall for his teammate. I don't see damage on everyone else's cars, but we could pay attention because it's got to be too wide. Two wide, and the Ferrari's been forced off the track. So now for Tully. Oh, he's forced him off the track, and there's a huge crash right behind him with Sen. The slip has got nothing else to do with it, he's been forced off the track there. And now I see the 2 Williams drivers of Yona and Hammer. There's a collision right behind them. And we have Duncan out of the way, so VSC is deployed on the track for the first time. And Yona's got a penalty for crashing with Lupid. What an interesting turn of events this race has. And there's damage to someone's front of the car as well, it's Nassim. Nassim might have took out his teammate Duncan. Yeah. And we need to pay attention to the clouds now, it might start to rain. Yes, he's now gone. Serious Lockie heading towards the field. And you see the Alpha Romeo completely has nothing else to do now, and that's him taking out Duncan. And you see behind him, it's going to be a quite close contest between the Williams of Yona and is it possible race? I have to be quiet, I don't need that. You see now heading towards Cops. Oh, this is going to be quite hairy between those two. As Nassim backs off momentarily. And we see now we've got a lot of battles behind him. The Swierdek is taking advantage of it, he's gone past them. Apart from Yona. And we can see a 3 right heading towards Cop and then towards the fast right hand there. And he's still side by side with it. Whoa! That was quite close to Williams about heading to the pits there. The house is now turned on. Him but the Force are now tussling with each other for 8th and 9th. Yaya sets the fastest after the race. Lockie is now a second ahead. To the Alpine of Lupi's got the ice. You can see a couple of people in the pits already. Possibly got damage to their cars, including Nassim. You can see the 2 Ferraris are still tussling each other for 8th and 9th. And watch feel quite nice and cleanly towards each other. We're going towards Cops. Towards the Beckett complex, Cap still remains precisely the same as Mark is now catching up to the Red Bull of Sen. The hour is wide open. Zen might have enough to stay ahead of them here. Just like track advantage over them. Oh, probably make a little error again. Pushing the absolute look out of the car. Socky sets the fast stop of the race. Going towards Luppy. It's only a 0.7 in the back. Billy is slowing down a little bit. And you need to pay attention now towards the far right of Mark. He's quickly catching up to the Red Bull of Sen. And you need to pay attention to Philly. You need to pay attention back to them now. The hour's wide open now. Just Sen. Can Mark goes to the inside line, he doesn't, he thinks about it again. And may open up possibilities of them winning the race. I suppose it enters his pit again for the second time today. You see now the Red Bull has got DRS on Swedek. Can he actually overtake him before the Ferraris can torpedo him towards Cup Corner, I think it was. Stowe Corner, that's it. I need to pay attention now because we've got Yoda heading catching towards Philly. Philly's gone past Yoda. He's now making a Mercedes 1-2. And you see now the Fox are now very close to each other and gets himself in Sen. Swiadek is slowing down a little bit. Before he's still catching each other. Sparks makes a mistake again. Kept it together, lovely stuff from him. As Phantom Australia sets the fast stop of the race. Quite clean racing for those three. And towards back as Beckers and fail. And Chapel. Does Rebel have DRS? He doesn't have DRS. And he's running out of battery too. In quick succession. And you need to pay attention towards the fly behind him. See if he's got much more energy than him. Fab maybe using a slightly longer gear. As Euro gets past Philly again for second place. It's getting hot up between the Mercedes and the Alpines today. Marcus Fast now hot on their heels. Sen defending for their lives now got the DRS back again. Off the Red Bull colleague Swiadek has been forced to defend. Basically spot a lane soon. We need to pay attention now towards Philly and Luppy. Yeah, it's wide open now. Heading towards Stir. Forced to hang it straight. Philly has the out inside line, keeps the position shut. Lovely stuff from him. And behind who are the Ferrari Red Bull Tour out of the Tory situation is now battling up even more. As Nassim and everyone else are like a few years behind him. As Wilkinson did last, probably. Let's see if Yoda can actually do something trying to force Philly into a mistake. Heading towards the DRS of Wellington Straight. Much more over speed and then won't be possible using a lower drag setup that goes towards the inside line past Philly. Pay attention was the Ferrari Saga. As Philly got close back past the Alpine of Yoda. Going to be an interesting fight between those three today. Well, I say three because there's an Alpine of Luppy right behind them too. Don't forget Hammer's catching up as well. Now Spikers and Beckett's again. Could it possibly change hands now? The other's wide open now. You see the Alpine of Yolo goes to the inside line. Keeps the position stick towards we see yellow flag. 2 yellow flags. What we got for we have Sieb spun around. Absolute disaster for him. He was on the hunt for getting himself past his teammate Mark as well. Unfortunate stuff for him. Pay attention to the battle for the top 4. Top 2nd to 4th. Make it 2nd to 5th now. Then we got the Williams of Hammer now involved. It's slightly got a bit less energy than him. And the Red Bull still defending for the absolute life against Mark behind him. Mark's run out of energy to use. Quite close racing between those two. And we see the battle right behind them. We have Kay and Devin trading positions close and kissing each other as well. Kenny was flat side by side. Battle for first if he's really tensing up now. Hope they won't make contact there. Well, there's a little bit of contact there. And now the battle's positions to be traded for 13th and 15th. Anyway, we have Philly heading towards the inside line now. Towards the lovely stuff from him. I see that Mark has finally got the job done. No, he hasn't. Mark's backed off a little bit. And we still need to pay attention to the battle for the top 4 and 13th and 14th. We have DRS, ERS powering them along. So no difference. Mark is literally burning off his battery again like he would usually do in a normal car. Mark is now really getting close behind him now. Heading towards the fast right hander of Cops. And towards now. Marcus and Beckett's there we go. He wasn't able to get him yet for a bit. Try to do something about it. And the percentage now is now back to a Mercedes 1-2 now. Is Yellow, he's trying to get past the both Mercedes. So he's still winning away. And still a mile with Mark continues. But keeps it nice clean stuff through there. The unable yet again. Can the Alpine of the other one stay inside? No, he stays behind them. It was a fight and the tyres now starting to fade away from the medium tyres now. Was hard tyres now is now starting to get a bit of a benefit. So we gets a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane, but it doesn't really matter because he's retired for the race. Down to 14 runners. Not 10. Meanwhile, right behind them, far right behind, the battle for last place is hotting up. We have another yellow flag. For the stricken car of nothing. Unfortunately for him, his race is completely gone. Smart goes past Sen. Marcus finally got the job done on Sen. The house is on again. He's getting really close behind him. The keeps close to DRS. In towards the left field. And can he actually get a better run towards cops? As Phillies gets a better exit. He's still the battle for the back marker, still racing each other as hard as they can. And the battle for the front runners is now hotting up even more. He's got nothing to defend himself with, keeps the position stick. We need to be careful of, as Devin Sherv is the first person to get the penalty off the day. For track limit warnings. Ooh, there's a little bit area there between them two. As Philly heading to the pits for the first time now. Heading towards Cops, Stir to go. Kay and Devin are battling each other so immensely for last place. I hope they won't touch each other. Which they didn't, which is nice. It's nice to see a back marker race as well. Now yellow is now on a hunt now for Lockheed. Probably possibly benefit something like this. You know, the battle for last place is really getting very close now. Between Devin. With his teammates battle. On goes the fresh tyres for Philly. Yeah, Philly's got a much marginally big gap behind him. Everyone's helping trying to fight each other. Possibly heading to the pit windows right now. Here we have battle between for 11th place between Yona and Nassim. A little bit of a wheel spin there. And we see now the Alpines may possibly trade positions, which they did. They possibly use the DRS, so he needs to be careful of the Williams behind them. Who's going to be the first to plate to pit? Philly gets a penalty for calling off the track a few times. As Lockheed heads into the pits now for the first time today. Supposed to do his one and only stop. Now it's the Alpine 1-2 at the lead. And pay attention now back to the battle. With the Alpines still banging each other for the lead, need to be careful not to take out each other. You know, DRS is now on for YOLO. So you need to be careful of these two teammates into. As YOLO makes a mistake. As Hammer's trying to sniff around the inside of them. The Alpines may possibly slow each other down towards the Williams of Hammer. I think he's going Hammer time now with his car. Now we need to be careful of each other. We don't fight each other too much. Obviously might lose time towards Philly and Lockheed behind them. Since they pitted. It sounds like the positive sign of their tyres running out. Talking of running out. Here comes the Williams of Hammer. Possibly have an attempt. As Alpine tries to keep close, keep touch with each other. As Hammer's now thinking of going for the undercut now on Yellow and Luffy. The two Alpine drivers are going for undercuts now. Here now we got Sia being passed by Philly. And possibly Lockheed as well. Trying to race him and very old time to get one on freshly new tyres. Right, can Buffin stay ahead of Philly here for race position? Can he actually do it? Doesn't look like it. No, he doesn't make it, unfortunately. Snassim gets a penalty for speeding in the pit lane, which is just common schoolboy error, really. As now did both Alpines still race on for position. As the Alpines still fighting each other for position. Meanwhile, Philly is now catching up behind Yaya, the one who hasn't paid yet on very much harder tyres. Very old hard tyres. Possibly losing a lot of grip because of it. Yeah, about 10 kilometers slow through there. You might have to back out and let the fast guys pass. Meanwhile, as Yellow's going to the pits now, things may change games here. Can Lockheed stay ahead of the Alpines? As Philly has passed Yaya of the Haas on hard tyres. Right, the focus is now really important. Can Philly stay ahead of the, on much beneficial tyres? We're looking there for him. Can he actually stay ahead of the Alpine of Yolo? He's 45 to fall on very Yolo near at the end of the pit exit now. He goes past him. The undercut has worked for him. What about Hammer? We forgot about him. We forgot about him. As Hammer goes past Yolo, the undercut has worked for him now. That's beautifully played out for him. Incredible strategy there from Hammer to get ahead of Yolo. As Kay getting a 3-second penalty for going off the track a few times. And speeding in the pit lane as well for Kay. And actually trying to manage the tyres and stay ahead of them. But Lockheed and Philly is pulling away like a steam train towards the cars behind him. He needs to be careful of Hammer right behind him, much bigger tyres. So is Yoda, but his hours is pretty much empty. So is Lockheed in fact. And the hours on again for Lockheed. Slubby's now into the pits now. He's going to be far behind the Mercedes now. Of course, he's been dead on tyres for pretty much a very long time. Now he may benefit from getting quicker grip at the end of the race. I'll bet £1 million to be stay dead. No, he doesn't. He clearly doesn't. Hammer sets the fastest lap of the race. You pay attention to Hammer. Can he actually undercut 2 Alpines here? He actually did. Impressive stuff for Hammer. Saves now into the pits now. Now the new theoretical race is now Swierdek. They possibly try to extend his tyres as much as they possibly can without blowing them up too much. He might possibly go for a medium soft if he's trying to go for a risk of having approach. Everyone has a battle for 11th. Swierdek is trying to manage that as long as they possibly can drive to the classics, but Snassim sets the fastest lap of the race. Albin's got a lot of work to do now, trying to get past the Williams of Hammer, which he's been undercutted by. And the house is now enabled now. What an impressive shot. Schroeder tries to think about going to the inside with Hammer, which he fails to do due to insufficient ERS. It's really exciting to the pits now. It's now a Mercedes 1-2 yet again. Meanwhile, Yellow sets the fastest off the race quickly in succession. As Sluppy is quite close but far behind them. Possibly made a mistake somewhere. Oh, hang on. Did Lockie make a mistake? Lockie is been sort of his teammate Philly in front. Things may quickly change hands here. And he thinks about good the outside, no he doesn't. Trying to keep it clean through there. And trying to keep it clean through there, make sure you don't do anything stupid. Oh, I'm asking if we can do it. Meanwhile, the Alpine is getting very close behind Hannah. As Yellow is now being withdrawn from the occasion. Sweerdek has done an impressive stint on his medium chance, not gonna lie. Yellow's Sheridan now is not gonna work for him now. We need to be careful of the Mercedes. Off Lockie goes to the outside line. Off his teammates, lets him by. Good team play there from Mercedes, trying to preserve their positions. Plus performing the DRS train at almost. And we now still have a battle for third place here between Hammer and Yoda, having a good battle against each other. And towards the Wellington Straight now for the 18th time now. All the way out, mediums versus softs, mediums versus hard swing. And you need to pay attention. The Alpine thinks about moving outside the inside line. We need to get a better line of that, as they're still side by side in towards the Clubfield. Still keeping their toes in there. As the Alpine gets ahead of himself of Hammer, Yolo is now back up to third place. He's now possibly challenging the Mercedes now. With the incredible overtake there from him. It's now cleaning ahead now, and the Mercedes may have to think what to do next. The Alpines are very close behind him. And with the house now enabled. Well, here comes now DRS3 now. He's heading towards the outside line, heading towards Cops. Heading towards Stone, and it's free fight. Whoa, my word. This is going to be incredible close there. It's Philly pursues to lead the race. Lockie is second. Incredibly close stuff there. This is so exciting to watch for my first ever watching of ORT. Boy, I've been called up for a good job this. I really have been called up for a good job. Here we are, as the Alpine is ferociously getting closer. Of Yoda, trying to think about it, moves the inside line. Off Lockie, is going for the inside line. Can he keep the move stick? Lockie's been forced a little bit wider, and Yoda's using a much wider line, giving him a beneficial grip out the exit of the corner. He makes the move stick. Can he actually stay ahead of him? Incredible overtake from him. And towards Cops. Make sure you don't do anything absolutely stupid. If you don't forget Hammer as well, it's got much what you have a spot behind him. 86% versus 8%. It could be a beneficial battle in the race. As now Yolo's wasting no time at all. Overtakes Philly for the race lead. Off the British Grand Prix, he keeps it perfectly stick now. He needs to save up the RS now. Can he actually do it though? That's the question. It's a big question mark in the community. Be careful of having that behind him. How it could use a bit of VRS by now. Boy, I'm enjoying this race. Bush now can fully fight back. And it was our DRS now enabled. powering the Mercedes, giving extra additional fuel horsepower. As now the Williams of Hammer heading towards the inside. Keeps the move stick a little bit of a touch there. As Hammer makes the move clean. Benefiting for the much more ERS. Lockheed has made a mistake there. He's caused a safety car on track. Safety cars out on the track the first time caused by Lockheed. Is that a strategy plan here played for Mercedes? Was that an intentional safety car? Oh my word. Possibly everyone's going to get into the pits now for fresh soft tyres. Possibly everyone, including the bottom two guys, may possibly get their laps back. Now, who's going to win out here? It's going to be a really close battle. Everyone's now peeled into bits now for fresh tyres, and Flocky just putting on a new front ring on his car. What's going to happen now? Some people on olds, mediums. Queens may quickly turn Sansi for the final few lap sprint. So it's like now for the final 3 lap sprint. As everyone needs to catch up to the safety car queue. Can he actually do it? The question remains. Stay tuned on ORT. We've got like 1, 2, 5 cars catching, 6 cars in fact. In a gap of roughly 40 seconds. So possibly anyone can win this race, anything can happen. Possible final lap for the sprint. Oh boy. It's going to be an exciting finale of the British Grand Prix of ORT. That's Westfield are sort of catching up now as Devon and Kay still battling each other on track. Safety car should be in this lap now. Because Kay is still trying to reach each other. Safety car may be in this lap now. If everyone else can get on with it. Safety car may stay up for another lap. Yep, the safety car staying up for another lap. We've got 3 more racing laps to go. Wow. And Kay and Devon is playing something. Ooh, he's going to be close. Is Kay and Devon in trading position still under a safety car? So I'm going to be forming a little bit for rivalry. I want everyone to get the popcorn out. And the safety car's now in this lap for the final few laps of the race. It's going to be a very close battle for the three. You know, going. Everyone now on soft tyres mandated. As the Alpine driver of Girlos is wasting no time to get on with it. A 3 lap sprint is on now. We have Haber in second place. Philly has got an unserved penalty to deal with. The Alpine driver of Girlos takes the lead. We have Devon Sherwood's got a 3-second penalty for trading Corey over the track a few times. Battle still reigns with him and Kay. And it was not so fluffy for the third to last time. The Alpine drive makes it a little bit closer. As Hammers goes to the outside line, off Yolo, heading towards the fast right hander. The big move, he goes a little bit wide, and he keeps the position stick. Got to be careful off further back behind him. But he's sent it down the inside line. It can. Philly still stays behind it. There's contact there between himself and the Alpine of Loopy right behind him. parts of bodywork flying off the cars. As I'm getting a penalty again for going off the track a few times. As Loopy sends it down the inside of Philly, and Lockie takes advantage of the position. He's lost a bit of time there, makes Loopy say so, crash into each other. As Hammer's now winning away, stealing the win from Yellow's hands. I think tactics played, I don't know. Flat out Ford's cops to go now. Qualifying spec car. You need to be careful now with the cars behind them. It's now a 1, 2, 3, 4 car battle now. 5 cars in fact. There's a yellow flag in sector 2. UK spun out there unfortunately for him. Be careful now, the Mercedes off Lockie goes the outside of Luppy. Can he keep it stick for us to put up a few corners? Stays behind him though. Still behind him. It's the final lap of the race now. Jarvis and Abel now, which may could play hands here. Sam tries to preserve the race lead. So Mercedes are side by side again. Anyways, Mercedes needs to think about getting past the Alpine. Fastest K is now out of the race, unfortunately for him. Unfortunately for him, he's got to spin out on the final few laps. He's now can Philly go ahead of himself off Luppy. Meanwhile, that's the Mercedes and Philly trying to figure a move on. As Marcus is getting a penalty now for going off the track a few times now. As Haber is now a clear race victory winner now of the British Grand Prix now. He's escaping so quickly away from Yola. Really, the paid attention right close behind. We see the Mercedes goes to the outside line of Luppy. Can he keep making the mistake? Oh, there's contact, there's a collision, and Mercedes are crashed into each other. Absolutely controversial stuff there. As Hammer is the race winner of the British Grand Prix. Yola takes second, Luppy goes third. Controversially, Philip goes fourth. And there's a Ferrari Alfa just crashed out there. Fortunately for him, it's too late to do so. Oh my word. Both Mercedes collided on the last lap. That was so controversial. Oh my god. I'd never want to see that ever again in my entire life. Both Mercs just crashed on a final lap. Self-timed. What a race that was. What a race that was. Here we have the final race results of Hannah, Yellow, Luppy, Sweetek out of a sudden finishes P4. Slib P5, Philly with a penalty goes to 3-6. Mark P7, Philly might go down a few places. You're 8th, Yaya 9th, Nassim 10th, Sen 11th, Devin 12th. Lockie crashed, it's unfortunately retired. Lockie's 13th. We have retirements of Kay, Muffin and Duncan. Thank you so much for watching this absolute dramatic final lap. I'd like to thank you very much for the experience. For Alex Wells and the owner of it, thank you very much for the incredible experience for making me do some commentating for ORT. I'm excited to do more of this. I might possibly see you guys next week. Thank you and goodbye. Thank you very much for watching and goodbye.